Well, good afternoon, Akron. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this holiday message. And I know as we approach the holiday season, I understand a lot of the things that I have asked, and I think our community have asked, have been fairly difficult. I know we rely on our families for support, and I know I do. And in this particular time, I know we've asked all of you to kind of limit your family gatherings in and around your household because we need people to stay safe. And I know that's a more difficult time, especially around the holidays, because we do like to be around each other. I personally will be celebrating Thanksgiving a little bit differently, and just my immediate family, we've had to readjust our schedule. And I know that some of these asks are difficult because we are used to being around people and fellowship in and around the holidays. And I understand the frustrations on a lot of those. I've talked a lot about public service, but one of our most important charges is to keep people safe. And what our hospitals and our public health officials have recommended very strongly to us is that we try to limit those social gatherings to just immediate family and just 6 plus your household, but wear a mask and try to social distance as much as possible. Wash your hands for 20 seconds. I think I've been imploring this message, at least for the last 9 months, about public health and how do we stop the spread. And as I've talked to our hospital leaders and our public health officials, their best recommendations, because their hospitals are nearing capacity, and we don't want to get to a point where they start to have to ration care. And I know some people might like to think that that's an alarmist situation, but the numbers are where the numbers are. And sometimes, I'm here to tell you what you need to know, but not what you want to hear. And I know sometimes the decisions that we make are not necessarily popular, but I still know and I still feel in my heart that they're the right thing to do. We have thousands of citizens literally in healthcare and in public safety that are trying to keep us safe. And these are our police officers, our firefighters, our nurses, our grocery store clerks, everybody that serves us. Let's think of them so they don't get sick and try to stop that spread. We don't want to get to that choice, I think, about rationing care. And I think, we stay in close contact with our hospitals of what their capacity is. Quite frankly, we're seeing that spread all over the state. And many counties like Summit are in a similar situation. I know there's a travel advisory, so don't go a lot of places if you don't need to, unless it's needed, like you need to go to the grocery store, if you need to go to a doctor's appointment, but try to limit the number of times that you need to go out. And it's really, it's not normal for us because this is the time where we like to spend around a lot of people, but trying to keep our healthcare community safe and those hospitals from being overloaded, I think is our number one priority as we get through the next 30 days. And I know there's some positive developments around vaccines, and we're working diligently to make sure that we have those here in the city of Akron and in Summit County and have a plan. And all of these decisions, and I know they're personal decisions around mask wearing and social gatherings. But some of those personal decisions that you will make could have a significant effect on somebody else. And I know we're asking you to dig a little bit deeper over the next 30 days, but I've always said, I think the strength of this community is its people, and for them to be able to make decisions to get through these tough and trying times. It's not unlike a situation, I think, where you see kind of all over the state and all over the country, we're all asking ourselves to dig a little bit deeper to get through this worst wave, hopefully, of this surge of the pandemic. And I know it's hard. This community is relying on the selfless and responsible actions of others. So let's trust ourselves to make the best decision to protect others. I know I trust this community, and I trust all of you will make that best decision. And I know me personally, we're going to be celebrating Thanksgiving a little bit differently with just the immediate family on maybe an adjusted time schedule. But I want to thank you for, first of all, taking the time to listen and following that advice. And hopefully you have a safe and happy Thanksgiving. Stay safe, Akron. We'll talk to you soon.